It's Josh Goldstein coming at you. I hope you are doing amazing and having an amazing day. We have so many exciting things to talk about today. Oh my God, this is incredible. Parole in place, Biden's new program starts very soon. And this is so exciting. I am just over the moon with happiness. This is amazing. Gloria is here. Nawad is here. Zahid is here. Stephanie, welcome one and all. We are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. X or Twitter is where we're live. We're also live on LinkedIn and Facebook, not to forget Facebook. And also, we have a Facebook group dedicated to visa delays, and that is where we are live now. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Facebook group, our Facebook group is free. And if you have a delayed visa situation, you can join our Facebook group. I share content there that I don't share anywhere else. So it's very important if you have that situation and you want to learn more to get in there and understand how it's working. Ricardo says, so tell us the news. The news is that on August 19th, USCIS will begin accepting applications for parole in place. August 19th, that's today. That's incredible. Today is the first day that you can accept applications for parole in place. This is such great news. So I want to explain to you how parole in place works, who can take advantage of it, and why it's so important for you to pay attention to this. But why should you listen to anything that I have to say? Who am I? What do I know? Well, my name is Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer. I'm an immigration lawyer who really cares, genuinely cares about helping people just like you, people who are stuck, people who are trying to reach their immigration goal. That's what I'm all about. Here is what's very important for you to know. Parole in place is a program for you to get a green card if you are undocumented. If you're in the US and you're undocumented, you can take advantage of this program. Here are the requirements. Let me explain what they are. First, you have to be in the United States, and you have to have entered the United States by sneaking across the border, or maybe someone took you across the border when you were very young. You have to have entered without inspection. You have to have been physically present in the United States since June 17th, 2014 until today, continuously. You have to be legally married. You have to be legally married on June 17th, 2024 to a U.S. citizen. Okay? You can't have any disqualifying criminal cases or other kind of security issues, and you have to be able to go through the background check. Those are the basic requirements. New York says, after filing mandamus, they sent me an RFE for medical. Oh, that's great news. Why not? Parole in place. I'm going to be answering all your questions, but first I want to talk a little more about parole in place. The ideal person who is eligible for parole in place is somebody who has DACA, or maybe would have been eligible for DACA had they applied, someone who's married to a U.S. citizen, who's been in the U.S. for a long time, someone who all of those things are true, and then they have been thinking about going for an I-601A waiver, or maybe they applied for a 601A waiver. This is a person who can take advantage of this. Now, Stephanie asked a great question. What if you have the permanent bar? In an earlier video, I suggested that maybe someone with the permanent bar could get parole in place, even with a permanent bar. And I got it wrong. So I was wrong on that. Further guidance have come out. I'm sorry, I screwed that up. If you have the permanent bar, I don't think parole in place is going to work out. So I'm just saying that. It's disappointing to me, disappointing to others, but that's basically where we're at. So it's exciting news. Today's the first day that you can take advantage of this. You definitely should. And we are inundated with calls and inquiries. So many people have hired us to handle this. We're really excited about making the world a better place and getting a green card. Um, can someone with a crewman visa take advantage of PIP? I'm not sure about that. I think that the concern with crewman visa is that you did enter the US with inspection, but there may be some sort of fraud issue because with a crewman, you're expected um, to pass through the US and you decided to stay. My office does not handle CSPA for immigration outside the US. Um, a lot of times, people who think they might be qualified under CSPA are actually not. So we love helping people with that situation. Afro Lou says, "Are you going to answer my question?" Now I'm going to try to find your question. I apologize. Afro Lou, what happens if you are in real marriage with a US citizen with a proper I-94 but applied for asylum prior? Okay. Well, Parole in Place is not a program that you need because you can get a green card through marriage through a normal adjustment of status process. I have questions for you, Afro Lou. One question would be, are you in removal proceedings? Do you have a date to go to court? That would be one question. What's the status of your asylum application? That would be another question. Um, so I'd want more information before I could give you that information. But these are great questions. Um, what else is on your mind? What else is on your mind? Um, do you have any idea why the transfer the case and another case? I'm not sure what that question is. Hi, Josh. I've contacted your team. They still haven't gotten back to me. I'm sorry to hear that. Message us again, and we'll try to help you out. If you're a client of the firm, or if you want to be a client of the firm, or if you need help or you have questions, I would absolutely love to help you. How long do we have to wait for an interview? Um, can you appeal to the U.S. Consulate Zombot if the CSPA child has aged out? And no, I don't think I could handle that type of case. That says that's from mom. Um, Zahid says, "Sir, my I-130 is approved. It's almost 18 months waiting for my green card, and my lawyer referred me to you." Zahid, I would love to help you out. Message me. You can contact me through my through the link on my bio. That's the best way to get me. Hasib says, "USCIS canceled my green card interview 3 times. What should I do?" That sucks. Why did they cancel your interview? That's terrible. Mario, I would love this is from Hasib. I would love to have you connect with us because I think we can help you out. Abdi says my medical expired. He's frustrated. Um, I'm sorry your medical expired. That's so frustrating because you spend so much time and energy and money to get a medical exam, and then if they cancel you, what are you going to do? That's really, really frustrating. Aliyah says, my husband's case is in Islamabad. They transferred it to Doha. Do you have any idea why? No, I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. Carmen, I have DACA. My spouse is a citizen. We are in the wait for an I-601 to be accepted. Do you recommend for me? Carmen, if you're listening, I strongly recommend that you consider Parole in Place. We can help you out with that, but trust me, the I-601A is way easier than trying to do it on your own. Daniel says, "Pip, should I file myself or hire a lawyer?" Well, I'm a lawyer, so maybe my opinion is biased, but I guess the question that I have for you is, how concerned are you that you want to do it right? You know, how concerned are you that you want to do it right? How concerned are you? Would you pay money for the peace of mind of knowing that it's going to be done right? That's the question. When is the best time to call your office? Says Andrew Davidson. I would say right now. Give us a call, 213-262-2000. Give us a call. We'd be happy to help you out. Lilo says, I did my interview in Ankara. I'm stuck in administrative processing for 5 months. We would love to help you. Abdi says 221G, my case. We fix that out. We fix 221G all the time. This is what we do. Lilo says, I did my interview, 5 months ago. Maui, I'm an H-1B holder in the US with my husband is coming here with me. Can he work here legally? Um, we don't handle H-1B visas, but I think on an H-4 visa, he could. Ricardo Chavez. Hang on one second. Let's see. Uh, EB says, I was your client. We finally got my fiance visa. Thank you so much again. Does a deportation order disqualify you from parole in place? I would say yes, but you're going to have to you can reopen that. So, Andrew, there's a lot of work to be done, but we could help you out with this. Max says, mixed group waiting for 2 months. My wife got the TA in the 24th. How to reach for USC? I don't understand your question. Josh, I know that USCS is unpredictable. This is Daniel War. But do you think they're going to process AOS faster? No, I don't think they're going to process things faster. Um, so, Ricardo, I am coming up with an answer for you. By the end of my show, I'll have an answer for you. Nizo Ahmed, here is what she said. IR1, marriage-based visa, filed in 2020. Marwa Ismail is a U.S. citizen. Interview date 2021. Okay, this is Nizo. Nizo, are you listening? Nizo Ahmed, I hope you are. We can definitely help you out. Pablo says, did his B1, B2 interview in Saudi Arabia, stuck in AP for almost a year. I would love to help you. You should reach out to us. Nizo Ahmed, who's listening, you posted your case details in here. This is a ridiculous delay. I would absolutely love to help you. Please reach out to our team. You can email me. I'll put my email on here for you. Let's see here. Joshua@jgoldlaw.com. This is my email. How can you reach out? Pablo, in my bio, there's a link where you can book a free case evaluation with our team. I also have my email and phone number in there. You can give me a call. My team will help you out with me. How long does it take to apply for a green card after getting approved on the U visa? Well, it probably should take about a year. You for Ukrainians. Yes. Marisol Vasquez. My husband has a permanent bar. Would PIP or military PIP be an option? I'm a vet, so can I do PIP? No, I don't think that will work. Permanent bar is not really permanent because you can apply for a waiver, but you have to be outside the US for 10 years before you can apply for a waiver. There was a case that I worked on early in my career like this where the wife lived in El Paso, the husband lived in Juarez, so they would go back and forth. So my understanding is a DUI conviction, this is for Ricardo, a DUI conviction or a disposition that is considered to be a conviction is considered a serious misdemeanor, and it would disqualify you from being eligible for PIP. Lilo says, your teams are not responding to me for a month. What is happening? I don't know. I don't. Why don't you email us? I'll put my email on here. You can email me directly at this number, joshua@jgolaw.com. Send me an email directly, and I'll see if I can clear that up. I'm sorry to hear that. Even if it was dismissed. So I'm talking about a DUI conviction. If you were charged with a DUI and then it was dismissed, I don't know. Maybe that's something else. Maybe it was something else. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. I apologize. Video bomb. Yes. We're keeping it real. Do you have any information about other policy for people with college degrees? Well, you can consider employment-based immigration, but if you're out of status, that's difficult. Carolina says, any news about work visas for DACA? We have to wait till March 2025 to apply for H-1B visa. I don't handle H-1B visas, so that's not really my area of expertise. After a 10-year deportation by a judge that is now complete, do you still need a pardon? There are waivers if you have been outside the US after being deported. I'd have to take a look at your case. Rashawn says, Islamabad embassy is so slow. Yes, it's very slow. Ricardo, salud. Bless you. Thank you. Kenny says, I'm on OPT. Can I join my income with my spouse? Petitioner, affidavit. Affidavit of support's very technical. I'd need to take a close look at your case. Turkey is worse. They're very bad. Yeah. Nairobi is the worst. Yeah, Nairobi's pretty bad. Islamabad is bad. Ciudad Juarez is bad. They're all bad. Sort of like banks. Banks are all bad from a customer service perspective. I think they're all bad. Um, Generous. If I worked for less than 3 weeks as a campus job, do I need to include that in my application? Why not? Why not include it? Here's someone that says their question is any recommendations, but I don't know what they're asking. Ricardo says, do you think I should still try and see what they say? Ricardo, I think you should lawyer up. You should hire me or another lawyer like me, but you should have your DUI carefully evaluated to see if it would really disqualify you for eligibility for parole in place. Because this is your chance to get a green card, and I think you should take advantage of it. If I change my location from Turkey to another country, will it affect my case? Yeah, I mean, obviously it will. It's going to take more time. You're going to have to go to a new consulate. Um, I'm not quite sure. Surwa, I'm not right sure what your question is. Yanet, Justice Asante, please send your email address. My email address is joshua@jgoldlaw.com. Nizo says, I send every week an email to the consulate. I didn't get any answer. Well, listen, that's incredibly frustrating, but do not file, I don't send emails to consulates. I don't email consulates. What I do is I go to court and I sue them. Why do I sue them? Why do I sue them instead of sending an email? Because Nizo, as you know, when you send an email, they don't respond. So if I send an email, they're not going to respond to me. Ernesto, how much are lawyers charging for PIP filing and applications? When it comes to pricing, what I do is I start with asking the question, can I help you? What do you need help with? I review your case carefully and thoroughly. And if we can help, then I say, great, congratulations. This is something we can help you with. And then I give you a price quote. And I do all this for free. So you're not you're not obligated to hire us. If you want to, that's great. But I don't know how much I would charge you until I know the details of your case. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Visa requirements for married couples. One of them is a citizen. There's a lot. Seraphin, married 2002, U.S., exit the country 2003, returned to the U.S. across the border. I signed a voluntary exit. Can I apply for parole? I don't know, Seraphin, but to me, that sounds like you might have an issue called the permanent bar, which is 212A9C. And if you have the permanent bar, you're not eligible for parole in place. Now, I don't know whether you have the parole in place. I don't know whether you have the permanent bar just based on that little suggestion the little blurb that you put, but I would look into it to see. Can we apply for asylum removal portion? Yes, you can do that. How long does it take for a total processing of an I-130 spousal visa? I mean, from start to finish, from when you file it until when she gets approved, I would say roughly 18 months, 24 months. It's very hard. Don't get caught up in the processing times. File your case and move forward. Nahal, what about F2B category movement in the visa bulletin, rest of the world final action? Slow progress with that, Nahal. Just Bader, honestly. How can I get my spouse who's a Syrian citizen living in Saudi Arabia? What's the quickest way? Well, just Bader, honestly, are you a US citizen? If you're a US citizen, you could petition for your spouse to bring him or her to the US. Um, Kurd Disa. I have all the paperwork, but he doesn't qualify because we recently got married. Well, just because the I-601 is taking 4 years to be approved, right? I don't know. It takes a long time. I think it's going to take several years. The sooner you file it, the sooner you're going to be approved, right? What are my chances of getting a US visitor visa from Kenya without travel history? Um, Focus on proving your ties to Kenya. You have a job, you own real estate, you have a car, you have a family, you're likely to go back. Can we sue the Mumbai consulate as my father's US visa has been in 221G for more than 2 years? Absolutely, you can do that. I would love to help you with that. Your father should have had his visa 2 years ago. Let's get it approved now. That's an outrageous delay. Outrageous. Let's see here. Ricardo, all the best. The I-601A is a lot of work, so congratulations on getting that filed. Juliet, I think the DUIs are also disqualifying.